Since the beginning of combat sports, heavyweight fights have had an indestructible aura surrounding them. And the reason for this unwritten rule is because of the sheer force these giants produce inside the ring. Every strike can result in death for these brutal giants. Or total embarrassment.
There you go. There it is. Oh, that's about it.
In this video, we will show you the craziest fights where these monsters met. Number 12. Alexandru Lungu, a 360-pound monster, made his kickboxing debut against Bob Sapp, a guy so big he looks like he could bench press a car. Lungu wasted no time and started with a barrage of heavy blows. The crowd held its breath as the two behemoths collided, shaking the ring with every movement. Bob Sapp tried to rally, but Lungu's relentless pressure had him staggering. Sapp attempted to hold his ground, but Lungu came crashing forward, landing a vicious strike that sent the American giant tumbling to the mat. He struggled to rise, signaling that the fight was over. Another dominant win for the Romanian juggernaut. Sapp remained on the ground, requiring medical attention, as Lungu stood victorious. Number 11. Tomasz Czerwinski walked in looking like a bodybuilder competition had accidentally sent him to the wrong event. Huge muscles, scary face, but fighting skills not so much.
Tomasz Czerwinski versus Neil Goliath Grove, and this is where the heavyweight...
Neil Grove saw this and probably thought, oh, this is going to be fun. Czerwinski rushed forward, throwing punches, but he stood firm, waiting for his moment.
Tomasz Czerwinski fires.
He countered with a massive left hook, making Czerwinski stumble backward.
Czerwinski fires first. Oh, there's a big left hook there.
Seeing an opening, he launched a heavy leg kick, chopping down his opponent.
Every movement that Tomasz made.
Czerwinski winced in pain but tried to charge forward again.
Tomasz.
Grove fired another brutal kick, sending Czerwinski crashing to the ground.
Why waste shots?
Sensing the finish, Grove unleashed a flurry of punches, forcing the referee to step in.
Chops Tomasz down with a big kick and a huge flurry of punches.
Wow. Neil Goliath Grove claimed the heavyweight title in dominant fashion.
Winner!
Number 10. Bigfoot Silva faced Ivan Styrkov in a fight that quickly turned into survival mode. Ivan rushed in, swinging wildly like he was trying to knock down a brick wall. In round 2, Ivan landed 2 punches from both hands that sent Silva stumbling backward. Silva crashed to the mat, pausing like he was deciding whether to get up or not. He got up, but Ivan wasn't slowing down. Ivan's punches didn't stop, forcing Silva to absorb more punishment. Then came the moment when Silva finally dished out some payback, at least a little. After 2 brutal rounds, the judges gave Ivan the unanimous decision win. Number 9. This one was like watching a grizzly bear take on a giraffe. Butterbean made his return to the cage, ready to throw bombs against James Thompson. The fight began, and Butterbean charged forward, swinging with heavy hands.
For Rob Broughton when he fought Butterbean.
Thompson tried to keep distance, but Butterbean's punches closed the gap fast.
There you go. There it is.
A massive overhand right from Butterbean landed clean, dropping Thompson hard.
Oh, that's about it!
Thompson tried to recover, still reaching for a takedown, unaware the fight was over. The referee stepped in, stopping the fight just 43 seconds into the first round. Butterbean celebrated, proving once again that his power was too much to handle.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your runner-up!
Another quick finish for Butterbean, reminding everyone why his punches are feared in the cage.
Winner by way of knockout, Butterbean!
Number 8. The fight began with both giants standing tall in the cage, ready to strike. Alan Galani made his MMA debut, and Mahmoud Hassan probably wished he had called in sick. Alan in black trunks opened with a kick to test the distance.
If there is...
Hassan, in pale blue, prepared to counter with his own attack. Alan suddenly launched a spinning back kick, landing right on Hassan's temple.
Stadium could rock. Oh my word!
Hassan dropped instantly, his legs giving out from under him.
A spinning kick that knocked Hassan.
The referee rushed in, waving off the fight immediately.
Hassan straight down, and in comes the referee.
Alan marched around the cage, celebrating his lightning-fast victory.
Around the cage as if he owns it. This one was...
The referee officially announced Alan as the winner by stoppage in just 31 seconds.
Black Panther, Alain Nalani!
A jaw-dropping knockout, leaving fans eager to see Alan fight again. Number 7. When Eddie Hall and Thor Bjornsson stepped into the ring, it wasn't just a boxing match. It was like watching two angry dump trucks try to park in the same spot. Eddie came out aggressive, landing a strong jab.
This is what he doesn't need, Eddie. He doesn't need these gaps.
Thor answered with a heavy hook. Blood trickled from his eye.
Oh, big punch there.
In the next round, Eddie rocked Thor, making him stumble. The ropes saved him.
Big swing from Eddie Hall.
Thor recovered, landing clean shots.
You can't see, yep.
Eddie's face was now bleeding.
One over the right eye, the worst one over the left eye. I don't think they ever cut him.
In the final round, Eddie needed a knockout, but got caught instead. Another crushing left. Eddie went down again.
But the early rounds here from Eddie Hall, I thought were really good.
Thor's power and patience won the fight. Eddie showed heart, but this was Thor's night.
The Mountain of Thor, Julius Bjornsson.
Number 6. A battle of giants, where brute strength met sheer force. At RXF in Romania, Andrew Lungu faced the massive Rocky Balboa. Lungu pressed forward, eyes locked, ready for war. Rocky faked a takedown, trying to keep Lungu guessing. Lungu pinned him against the cage with raw power. A crushing right hand wobbled Rocky.
Sandu looking to power through!
Two brutal uppercuts snapped Rocky's head back.
Trying to get a grip on Sandu, but he's taken 2 uppercuts so far.
Rocky staggered, barely holding on.
Another uppercut.
Another right hand sent him crashing down.
The cleaner punches coming in from Sandu, and Rocky is down.
The ref stepped in. Lungu was victorious.
Punches to the face, and he taps. Pressure. As Sandu laid on his man.
Lungu's power was too much, proving size and strength can end a fight fast.
To take. And he hoists his 150.
Number 5. This fight was like watching two refrigerators fight over the last slice of pizza. Mariusz Pudzianowski was looking like a superhero, muscles everywhere. But Karol Biedorf had a plan, break the big guy down. Pudzianowski tried to smash Biedorf with his punches, but his legs were getting kicked like an old soccer ball.
With a panoply of shots, Biedorf
Pudzianowski flinched, showing signs of pain.
could end this, and he's getting caught now with the low.
Pudzianowski charged in, attempting a takedown.
Trying to do. Pudzianowski now goes for the shoot and the takedown.
Biedorf countered, taking control on the ground.
Pudzianowski has tried to take down a BJ.
He locked in a tight kimura, twisting Pudzianowski's shoulder. Pudzianowski had no escape. He tapped out.
Doesn't get the crank, but he's going to go for that Kimura. There's the tap.
There's the tap out!
A dominant performance from Biedorf, proving skill can overcome brute force.
Pudzianowski had to get it out of the way. I mean,
Number 4. At K1 Hiroshima 2005, these two giants collided in a brutal showdown. Tom Howard was tough, but Hong Man Choi? That man was a walking skyscraper. Howard lunged in, throwing wild punches at Choi's body. Choi barely reacted, using his long arms to block the attacks.
It's kind of like a, almost looks like a,
A stiff jab from Choi landed, cutting Howard above the eye.
Just comes out of his corner, begins to stalk his American opponent.
Well, you can tell, Tom, if you look at him versus the other fighters you saw earlier on, he's getting
Howard tried a desperate overhand punch, but missed completely.
more of an American style of boxing, moving his...
Choi grabbed his head in a modified Thai clinch. With one powerful knee, Choi sent him crashing to the mat.
Where his ring entrances in pride, I mean,
Blood poured from Howard's face as the referee stopped the fight.
open again. Wow.
Howard's K1 debut ended in disaster, while Choi celebrated another dominant win.
Devastating knee knockout for Hong Man.
Number 3. Ngannou steps in, towering at 272 pounds, wearing pink and gold. Joshua, lighter but sharp, moves in his white gear. The first bell rings. Ngannou jabs low, but he blocks and counters with a crisp left hook. Joshua stays balanced, controlling the pace with sharp jabs. A brutal right hand from Joshua sends Ngannou crashing down. The crowd erupts as he struggles to rise. The referee counts, but Joshua moves in again.
He's up!
Another explosive punch lands and Ngannou collapses, completely out. The fight is over. Anthony Joshua stands victorious, proving his devastating power once again. Number 2. This fight looked less like a match and more like two giant trees crashing into each other. At K1 Premium in December 2006, the towering giant Silva took on the massive sumo warrior, Akebono Taro. Akebono charged like a bulldozer, slamming Silva into the ropes. Their weight almost sent them both falling out of the ring. But the big caveman had a plan. He grabbed Akebono's arm and locked it tight. Akebono used his size and power to crush Silva to the ground. But Silva rolled him over like a giant ball. Afraid he might never eat rice balls again, the sumo quickly tapped out. A clash of giants ended in Silva's favor, proving that technique can sometimes topple even the heaviest obstacles. Number 1. This fight had the hype of a Hollywood blockbuster. Two giants, ready for war. Fans were buzzing with excitement. It ended faster than a YouTube short video. Some fans were still finding their seats when it was all over.
Seesaw that's going to change in an instant.
Usman Dia looked like a mountain. Pudzianowski looked like he was in a hurry. Fight started with a kick. Then Pudzianowski threw a hammer of punches on him. Just in 18 seconds it was over. Dia dropped like a phone with no case. The crowd barely had time to react before the referee stepped in. Pudzianowski celebrated like he just finished a warm-up set. Some fans probably missed it while reaching for their popcorn.
It's an absolute knockdown!
Fight over before it even began, 327-pound giant stepped in. But 18 seconds later, he was asleep on the canvas. Which fight was the craziest? Let me know, and don't forget to like and subscribe.